I have a feeling you. Sure. All right.
Okay, so we're on Daf Yud Beis, and Beis, learning as discussed for Shlema, the Ilana Chaya Baserach, and the Mishnah on the bottom. 5 lines at the bottom. Dr. Mishnah. Kol atadam mechaveri koidem es chaveri. Kol hamekudesh mechaveri koidem es chaveri. We all know tadir v'she'ein tadir koidem. This is the Mishnah that says that whichever, we're going to go through all the different. We're going to go through all of the different karbanos that we've been learning about, and we'll go through all the karbanos that we're talking about and see which ones come first. So first is whichever is tadir, whichever is more consistent, whichever is more often, and then whichever is more kaddish goes first. So, but an exception to this is par Mashiach u par ha'eda, the par Kohen Gadol and the par Helm Davar Shel Tzibur. If you have both of them standing there waiting, we have to decide which one comes first. Par HaMashiach Koydem LePar ha'eda b'chol ma'isa. The par of the Kohen Gadol goes before the par of the Tzibur for all of the different elements. Where does this come from? The Torah says, in addition to the oilas haboiker, which is a reference to the carbon tamid, asher lo oilas hatamid, which is the oilas that you bring every day. Michtik sev oilas haboiker, oilas hatamid mamali. What do you have to call it? Two different things. Whichever is more tadir is kaidma. The Gemara continues, whichever is more kaddish, minol, where does that come from? On Rabbi Shmuel, the kiddashtai. This is about the Kehanim are, it says the kiddashtai, the kaddish them. The whole davar shem kedusha, Rishon, levarach Rishon, little money yafer Rishon. The Kohen always goes first to get the first aliyah and to get the in all the matters they give a bracha first and they get the best halach. That's the Gemara. Par Kohen Mashiach, Par Eda. So we said that the Par Kohen Mashiach goes before the Par Tzibur. We know animili. Where does this come from? The Torah says we should burn the gabi, the parhum davar. You have to burn it. It says you should burn it. I'm sorry. It's par rishon. It says about the par tzibur that you burn it like you burned the first par, the par of the Kohen Gadol. Mata b'loima harishin. What does it have to say the first one? Rishon kaidem lepara eda b'chol ma'aser. It's coming to tell you that the par Kohen Mashiach always comes before the parhum davar tzibur. Tana Rabban. We have another possible source for this rule. Par Kohen Mashiach upara eda oimdim. If you have both of them standing there, par Kohen Mashiach kaidem, the par Kohen Mashiach comes first, like we just said in our Mishnah, and like we just brought the reason before. The par eda b'chol ma'aser, it always comes before the par of the tzibur. Hayil u'Mashiach mechaper be'eda miskaperes. Since the Kohen Gadol is the Kohen Gadol's job as the Kohen Gadol is to be mechaper. He brings karbanos to be mechaper. The Edom is kaparis, and the Edom, the tzibur, needs a kapara. Dinu she aktam ha-mechaper lemiskaper. The one that is providing the kapara needs to get his kapara before the one that he's in mechaper for.
I'm sorry. Where are we up to?
Yud Gimel Amud Aleph, about 8 lines down. We're talking about the Mishnah. The Mishnah on the bottom of Yud Beis Amud Aleph said the din of kol that we say tadir she'ein tadir kaidem. Whatever is kaddish, that is kaidem. That's the general rule. So the Gemara already covered those where we see that, and now we're talking about that the Mishnah said that the din of the par of the Kohen Gadol comes before the par of the tzibur. So we just said that the second reason, one reason is from a pasuk, and the second one is because a svara that the Kohen Gadol is mechaper and others, so therefore he should go before the tzibur, which is being miskaper, and it's not a mechaper. We say about the Kohen Gadol that first he's mechaper on himself, then he's mechaper for his house, and then he's mechaper on Klal Yisrael. That's the sequence. First, the person who's being mechaper on others has to get up a kapar himself. The param davar tzibur comes before the par of the avodas kechavim. Like if you go back to our listing of the different karbonis, the different. So we have par helam davar shel tzibur. We have par of the kohen gadol, and we also have when the tzibur is over on avodas kechavim, we have a par and an oila. So the oila, the par is an oila, and there's a soir as a chat. That's what you bring when the tzibur is over on avodas kechavim. Correct the Gemara. My time I chatas v'oila. What's the reason? Because this is a chatas and this is an oila, meaning the par is a oila, and the chat and the soir is a chatas.
What?
The Tanya, the hikaves asher lechatas rishona. The Torah says you should do that, the one that is a chatas first. We already know that the general rule is that a chatas comes before oila. That a chatas always goes before the oilas that haboy mimayin. Kaimel and afilu chatas to oif kaidemis the oilas behema. So therefore, that's why the param davar shel tzibur goes with a par of the avodas kechavim. Since the par of avodas kechavim is an oila, so the par of tzibur, which is a chatas, goes before the oila because a chatas always goes before an oila that comes along with it. And we say it even goes so far that even a chatas oif goes before an oilas behema, even though normally a behema would go before an oif, but since the oif is a chatas, it goes before the oilas behema. The Gemara continues, par of kechavim kaidem l'sor avodas kechavim. The power of avodah zara goes before the sor of avodah kechavim. Amai hay chatas v'hayoila should be the other way around. Why would you say we just got this whole thing that said that a chatas goes before an oila? Now we're saying the power of kechavim, which is an oila, goes before the sor, which is a chatas. I'm Rav Mishmei the Rabbi Mary chatas avodah kechavim chasera aleph. La chatas. It says it without an aleph. That comes to tell you that this chatas is a little deficient, and it doesn't come before an oila. Rava Amar Kamishpat Ksiv Bey. Sor avodas kechavim. It says Kamishpat. That means it should be done in the Kamishpat. It says Dalit is the pasuk. Shasheni Yasa Oila Kamishpat. This oila could be done Kamishpat, which means to say do it in the order that it was said in the pasuk. And since in the pasuk we say first the par and then the soir, we do it kamishpat that it was said in the pasuk, as opposed to the general rule that we do the chatas first. The Gemara, sir of avodas kechavim kaidem l'soir nasi. Sir of the avodas kechavim goes before the soir of the nasi. My timer, hay tzibur v'hayachad. The sir of avodas kechavim is when a yachad is over avodas kechavim. I'm sorry, the soir of avodas kechavim is the soir that's a lechatas that's brought together with the power of a oila, when the tzibur is over avodas kechavim. But that comes before the sor of the nasi. What's the reason? Hay tzibur v'hayachad. The tzibur is a tzibur, and the nasi is only a yachad. Sor nasi kaidem l'siras yachad, and the tzir of the nasi comes before the tzir of a yachad. My time, I melech v'hayedjit. The melech comes before a hedjit. Siras yachad kademus l'kivsis yachad. We say the seira. When the yachad brings the seira, when he decides to bring, he has a choice to bring the seira or kivsa. He brings, so the seira comes first before kivsa yachad. V'atanya kivsis yachad kademus l'siras yachad, but we said fakert. And Rabbi Tanohi, it's Marisla. Marsava seira adifa shechenis rabba eitzel avodas kechavim ki yachad. The yachad. Some people say a seira goes first, since it's brought, like God, for the tzibur will bring a yachid. When they bring, will bring a soyer, a seira, when they're over avodah zara. So it has shaychus to the tzibur, so that's why it should go first. Masav a kivsa adifa shechenis rabba ba'alya. A sheep, a kivsa, which is a sheep, has an alya, so therefore goes first. Oimer kaidem lekevesh haba imay. The oimer, the bread that comes as the oimer goes before the keves that goes together with it. Shtei Lechem kademis l'kvasim habayim. When the Shtei Lechem goes before the kvasim to go with it, Zakol davar haba begin l'yoyim kaidem. Begin l'yoyim kaidem. Something that goes for the day, meaning the Shtei Lechem and the Omer come because that's the day of the Shtei Lechem and the Omer. They go first. So davar haba begin lechem, and the keves, the carbon that goes together with the Shtei Lechem and the Omer comes because of the Omer. So obviously the Omer comes first, and the Shtei Lechem comes first. Okay, we'll stop over here because I think everyone is already at the Sheva Brachos, and everyone saw me learning.
6:10 tomorrow?
6:10, Beli Nether, yeah.
All
We
right.
still have a long,
wonderful. All right.
still
Thank
have a
you.
lot to do tomorrow.
In person.